Welcome to Beyond Belief. This is the space where we take off the Sunday smile, where we ask the uncomfortable questions, where faith isn't just something we inherit, it's something we wrestle with, test, and live out. And today, I want to start with a question. It's simple, almost too simple. How will they hear? Now, I don't mean how will they attend church, or how will they behave, or how will they try better? I mean, how will they hear? Think about that for a second. Take a deep breath. Let it sit. Because this is serious. Because eternity hinges on hearing. And here's the thing. Hearing doesn't happen automatically. It requires someone speaking. Paul doesn't casually say this in Romans 10. He leads you there, step by step, asking questions that hit home, until you realize this is personal. So let's step into that. A few years ago, I got a phone call. Unknown number. Busy day. I ignored it. Sound familiar? I'm guessing it does. Sometimes the most important things come in moments we don't notice. We assume it's spam. We swipe away what might change everything. Later, I found out it wasn't spam. It was someone reaching out about ministry, an opportunity, a door that could have shifted the whole trajectory of my life. And I almost missed it. Not because they didn't speak, because I didn't listen. And that's the point. How many calls, how many chances, how many opportunities to hear God's truth go unanswered? Because no one speaks. It's sobering. Think about your own life. Have you ever stayed silent when God might have been calling you to speak? Or ignored a call because it felt inconvenient, awkward, or scary? It happens to all of us. But the consequence is real. Some people may never hear because we chose silence. Think of someone in your life who might not have heard the gospel clearly. Hold that person in mind. Imagine what it could mean if you were the one to speak hope into their life. Let's look at Romans 10 verse 14 to 15 slowly. How then can they call on one they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one of whom they have not heard? And how can they hear without someone preaching to them? And how can anyone preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. Notice the progression. Call, believe, hear, preach, sent. Paul isn't being theoretical. He's practical. He's showing us that faith doesn't happen in isolation. It comes through proclamation, through ordinary people speaking extraordinary news. And when he talks about beautiful feet, he's not talking about looks or charisma. He's talking about motion, action, people willing to go, to walk into lives, into discomfort, into opportunity, to bring the good news. Think about your own life for a moment. Where has someone brought good news to you? Not through a podcast or a sermon, but through a conversation. A friend, a colleague, a family member who just stepped in, said the right thing, prayed with you. Who did that for you? And now, who could you do that for. So why do we stay silent? Fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of saying the wrong thing. Lack of confidence. Feeling inadequate. And sometimes we just think it's somebody else's job. The pastor, the preacher, the professional Christian. But Romans 10 makes it clear. It's our job too. Everyday believers, ordinary people, people like you. And silence has a cost. Because without voices, people default to performance. Try harder, don't fail, hide your doubts. They guess what God is like, often wrong. And you might be the only voice of clarity they ever hear. God has always worked in this way. He sends Moses, Jonah, the prophets. He doesn't need perfection. He needs presence. And then Jesus says, "As the Father has sent me, I am sending you." You are sent. Ordinary people willing to speak, to move, to show up. Feet carrying hope. Even small acts matter. Even quiet words can change eternity. Let's make it real. You don't need a microphone. You don't need a sermon. You just need a willingness to speak truth and hope. A colleague says, "I don't know how much more of this I can handle." And most people just nod politely. But you pause and say, "Can I pray for you?" Or, "I've been there too." Or, "There is hope." Simple, honest, faithful. Even one sentence can plant a seed that changes a life. Can you imagine a world where talking about faith is normal? Not forced, not awkward, just natural. Where grace isn't hidden, where hope isn't whispered, where prayer isn't postponed. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing requires voices. You might be the voice someone needs today. This week, pray this prayer. Lord, send me. Then ask, who? One person. Just one. Write down their name and pray for them daily. And when the moment comes, speak. It may feel small. It may feel awkward. But it could change everything. And now, may you see eternity not as pressure, but as privilege. May courage rise higher than comfort. May love outweigh fear. May your feet move toward people who need hope. And may your words carry truth and tenderness, so that one day you'll see how one small conversation became part of a much bigger story. Thank you for listening to Beyond Belief. If this stirred something in you, share it. Someone near you may be one conversation away from hearing hope. Until next time, keep moving beyond belief and into bold, obedient faith. God bless.